I'm Britta, and today we'll be talking to Rachel about her Oshimen, what it's like to hang out one-on-one with your Oshimen, and being on an underground idol's birthday committee. Hey Rachel.
Hey Britta.
So can you start by introducing yourself?
Okay. I am, in fact, Rachel. I am an American from Massachusetts, living in USA. Not at all patriotic, but hey, that one happened. I live in Gunma Prefecture, which is north of Tokyo by a little bit. It's in Japan, yes. But it's about 3 hours from Tokyo by the fastest methods that I can afford. I have been here living in Gunma since the end of July 2017.
So a little more than half a year. More
I
guess
7 months-ish.
Yeah.
What month is it? I don't know where I am.
More than 7 months, but whatever.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. So anyway, who is your Oshimen?
My Oshimen is Yuka Eguchi from the group Happippi. Happippi is a Matsuri Bayashi-kei idol group, which means their theme is festival style dancing, Japanese festival style dance music. Well, they're not strictly festival themed, but yes, they are. It's more about the instrumentation used in their music, apparently. But they are also, the group name, Happippi. Happi is a type of, traditional festival style, outer coat. And their costumes are always themed around that garment, so.
And a lot of idol fans wear them too.
Yeah. They customize their own, and their group t-shirts that you can buy have the print is made to look like a happy coat. So I guess they're festival themed.
So how did you get into Happippi, and how did you get into Yukichi?
I was in Japan in 2016. It was my first time in Japan. And my Japanese friend invited me to go see Happippi at Idol Koshien, an event in Shinkiba.
And that was pretty
of Tokyo.
That was they just debuted pretty recently at that point.
Yeah, it was in August, and they had debuted 3 months prior. So they were fresh out the gate pretty much. Their fan group was just growing, and my friend was a pretty standard member of their fan group. So he invited me to go check them out, and I was just kind of wetting my toes into the idol scene, so I was like, sure, okay. He's totally obsessed with them, so let's go. At the time, he was really into the first yellow member, Chiharu. And I was like, well, there's got to be something to him, so let's check him out. And I watched the show, and I was like, this is so fun! Oh my goodness! I didn't know what I was doing with the hand waving, dancing, and all that. There were lots of calls that I didn't have any familiarity with at the time. I was just everyone's having such a good time, and they're like, oh, I want to be a part of this too. And so like, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see the appeal of this. And at the time, there were 5 members. It was Yuka, or Yukachi is her nickname, just so we know. Yuka, Yuria, Chiharu, Kana, and Urawa.
And that was the original lineup.
Yeah, that was the original lineup, the first 5 members. And I was initially interested in Chiharu and Kana. Chiharu being my friend's favorite member.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really funny and just had a really like bright, like goofy personality. So like she pulled me in, but, like I hadn't really decided yet. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to be yellow, cause she was a yellow member.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kana, during their like meet and greet point of sale time, where you can take pictures with them and everything.
Yeah.
Kana came and talked to me a little bit, and she spoke English to me, and I was like, what? Oh, I mean, Japanese is okay too, but, oh wow. And she was like, pretty strong pusher. Like, she had a personality that grabbed me, but I only took pictures with, like, checky pictures, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I only took pictures with Chiharu and Kana that first time that I met them. And I didn't really pay attention to the other members that much. I was actually totally distracted by another group that I was going to go see during Idol Koshien, because there were a lot of groups there.
Yeah.
And I was like interested in a group from the like Kansai area, and I was like, this is my chance to see them. Ugh. So like I ran out, like before Happippi was even done with their like point of sale, I was like, I'm gonna go over there. And my friend was like, where did you go? But it wasn't until there's an app called Showroom, that's like a streaming, broadcast
Mm-hmm.
site, or like app, where there are a lot of idols who do their broadcasts.
Yep.
And Happippi has like a rotating schedule of each member doing those. And by chance, I happened to tune in when Yuka and Urara were kind of like together. But I happened to like just check that out. And they were so funny together. Like, Urara and Yukachi kind of had this shtick where, like, Urara is younger and she wants to hang out with Yukachi because she likes her so much, and Yukachi just kind of pulls away and, like, looks at her with a look of disgust, and they were so funny together that I was like, oh, maybe I'm not into the other members. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's the red one. Maybe it's Yuka. And, like, there was another broadcast before the next live that I was able to see. And I was like, well, crap. Yeah, there it goes. I need to go buy myself a red t-shirt. Like, it was
Moving
like
a bit
that
fast.
quick. It was that quick. I started like saving her pictures on Twitter. Like, all of a sudden, just this worm of like Oshi feelings just came right into my brain and took over, and I started saving pictures on Twitter, and I bought a red t-shirt immediately at Uniqlo. I like searched the whole store frantically before a live show. I like found one for like 500 yen. I was like, yes, this is destiny. I put it on and I went to the show, and she was like, oh, you really? And I was like, yeah, it's you. She's like, oh, I'm so glad I got to talk to you. And so after that first live, I went to by myself. Like, my friend couldn't go. And I went to, like, I want to say, like, it was like a week-long period that I was in Tokyo. And I went to, like, 4 or 5 different live shows, all for Happippi, and just like by myself. And my friend was like, "Oh, you really like them, huh?" It's like, yeah, I guess so. And like, because I knew I was going back to America really soon. Like after that week was over, actually, one of the most painful parts about that was I was scheduled to leave August 28th or like 27th, like late at night. So basically into the 28th. And guess when her birthday is? August 28th. I didn't know that before I scheduled my whole trip, and I was like, I could not be there for her birthday. And I was like, this is what sadness feels like. This is what regret feels like. But like after that, I was just back in America cheering on my group from really far away.
So, Happippi wasn't the first idol group you'd seen, right?
Right. The first group I saw was, again, same friend who invited me to see Happippi, was only 2 months before I saw Happippi, completely obsessed with Koko Misato from, at the time, Heisei Kotohime, now Dear Elmana. So I was in Japan for 3 months total. The beginning, in June, I was invited to see Heisei Kotohime with my friend, who, yes, total Coco fan. And then 2 months later, complete turnaround, completely obsessed with Chiharu from Happippi. And I was like, what? So
Heisei Kotohime was the first group you saw,
yeah.
but Yukichi was your first Oshimen.
Yes.
So why do you like her more than any other idol?
Well, that's a good question. I ask myself a lot. Well, what caught me first was she's got a great sense of humor. She's like, everyone kind of agrees on this. She's got a really childlike way about her. Not in like a creepy way, like, not like Lolita style childlike way about her, but like, cause if you look at her, she, like, if she doesn't move and she doesn't talk, she's really like, she's a beautiful girl. She's like more than cute. I'd say she's really beautiful, but as soon as she opens her mouth, you're like, oh, something's a little off with this one. She's like outside, definitely an adult. On the inside, completely a child. She will never grow up, and that's probably why she's so into like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, but she's got like a really like fun loving and like just like light personality. She's not very smart. She's dumb as a rock, as if I'm totally honest. She's dumb as a rock, but I love her to death. And because she's not too smart, she's also really honest. Like, she's honest, like, almost to a fault. Like, as soon as, like, if she's not feeling too well, you know right away, because it shows up on her face. If she's happy, it's right there, like, immediately. If she's sad, she can't hide it. If she's in pain, she tries to hide it, but it doesn't work. Like, 100% of what she's feeling is, like, right there on the surface all the time. Like, she can't lie or tell keep secrets at all, which has gotten her in some trouble. Especially when the announcement of the new members was happening, and she accidentally started to say that there were 6 members joining. Or no, there were going to be 6 members, when up until that point we had been led to believe that there would only be 4 members in Happippi. Like, she screwed up on that showroom, but not everyone noticed. Just those of us who are actually paying attention. But basically, what draws me to her is she's funny. She's hilarious in ways that I didn't know people could be. She's weird, like I am. And she still manages to be cute, even though she's strange as the day is long. She's not very good at being an idol. She's not good at building a fan base. She's not good at fishing for new fans. She's not good at giving out flyers because she can't speak like a normal person.
You're really convincing people here.
Oh yeah, no, like, basically, if you're into, like, the idol kind of idols, she's probably not for you. But if you want someone who's gonna make you laugh, and if you want somebody who's just gonna, like, confuse you in a fun way, I recommend giving her a chat. But only if you can speak Japanese.
She's not good at English?
She can't speak English. And even Japanese is a little questionable. A lot of Happippi fans tell me, wow, Rachel, you know, your Japanese is probably better than Yukachi's at this point. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Like, she can't even write kanji a lot of the time. She's messed up kanji on my checkies, like, my pictures all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. It's fine. You can forgive her for anything, because she's just so darn Yukachi.
Any other things that you would say are her strengths as an idol?
From the beginning, she's been kind of the voice of Happippi.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a tagline that, like, her tagline basically describes her as, like, the singing voice, like, the person with the nicest singing voice. So she's a talented singer, though recently has been having some trouble with her voice, and actually, I haven't been able to check up to see what's gone on. Today was her return from 2 weeks of silence therapy, which is really difficult for her. But her singing and her, like, definitely unique personality are her strengths. Mm-hmm. And plus she's stuck with Happippi. Like, her and Yuria are the two remaining starting members of Happippi, and they have really stuck with it even through some really difficult times. So she's a hard worker, even if she doesn't always know what she's doing. She's, like, at least trying.
Yeah, and Yuri is the most popular member of the group, but Yukachi was never, like, super popular.
She's actually always been in the bottom two.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, her and Ulala for a long time. Just kind of not having a lot of fans, and a lot of Yukachi's fans are kind of busy people. We're all kind of, like, I come from far away. Some of the other members, like, at least one of them's got a family. Mm-hmm. One of them's, like, a high schooler. So, like, the other one, she works a part-time job really hard so that she can go to idol events. Like, the people who end up as Yukachi fans we're a strange bunch. So she's had a rough time because that number hasn't necessarily increased very much. Lately, some people have joined the fold, and I don't know them very well, but I hope that continues because I don't want her to be lonely.
Yeah. So you said that she likes Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah.
And what are some of her other interests or hobbies or likes?
Yeah, she's really big into Disney. Like, not just Peter Pan, but, like, she's big into, like, Little Mermaid, Frozen, Peter Pan, like Disney. She loves going to Disney World, like Disneyland and Disney Sea. Like to the point where like, yeah, like even for photo shoots, she'll come with like Disney gear, and like, yeah, it's interesting. She's also a big like Hello Project fan. Her like kind of her inspiration for becoming an idol was Momoko. I just know her as Momochi because she always Momochi-sama. Like, okay. Oh, and she really likes Detective Conan.
Huh.
Basically, all of her interests are kind of childlike too. Recently, she's been playing Smash Brothers too.
What character does she play?
Whatever one she doesn't suck at. She's not good at it, but she has fun with it. And I think her favorite video game is Donkey Kong Country 2.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I think so too. And then like outside of Happippi, she does some of those like, she really likes singing, so she has like an account where she records herself singing like idol songs or non-idol songs, but it's not totally divorced from being an idol.
Yeah, so you told us about when you met her for the first time, but what would you say are your favorite memories with her?
Probably I'd say like photo shoots.
So
are
Satsue Kai.
my favorite. Yeah, Satsue Kai, like photo shoot time with her agency does them very frequently, generally at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. And you pay a flat price for an hour, like one-on-one with them. So you can take photos, but her agency isn't very strict about like, you must take pictures.
Yeah. Some
but,
are, but not Plus.
Yeah. Actually, Plus has recently gotten in trouble with one of their like studios that they use because there's so many people like not taking photos and just like eating snacks together where they made a mess and they got in trouble with the studio. So
really,
that's a thing that they have to worry about. So they have to be more strict about food and drink. But anyway, the photo shoots are like a nice time to like, you can kind of take it easier than like checky time, where you get like with Happippi you get 1 minute of talk time about, or if it's not a very crowded event, you probably get a lot more than 1 minute of talk time. But for photo shoots, it's an hour and you don't have to like get in line and hurry through everything. So you can just like kind of hang out with your Oshi, which is cool. So like with Yukachi, we've done some, like, we've done origami together.
really.
We draw pictures. She's drawn pictures of me and other stuff. Like, we just kind of goof around. Like, I take pictures, but also, like, we just hang around and talk, and she plays with the props. And actually, the most recent photo shoot, she accidentally cut her dress with a katana she was playing with.
Really?
And she got really sad about it because it was her Tinkerbell dress. And I was like, oh my god, you're literally a child. What is this?
And you recently went to one where she was like playing in a ball pit, right?
Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. And oh my goodness, she makes such a mess. Like, she like, as soon as she sees the ball pit, she like leaps into it and balls go flying everywhere. And like, I took some pictures of her in there, and then she just started kicking her legs so that all the balls came like flying out, like, and of course, who's gonna clean that up?
You.
It's me. Cause I was like, Yuka, can you stop? Like, can you stop? No, but like, can you stop? And she's like, nope. And she keeps kicking, and I keep trying to put the balls back in the ball pit, cause at that point, we were like, at the end of that session, so we had like maybe a minute or two left, and I was like, we have to clean up, and she's like, nope, and she keeps kicking. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? But it was really fun, so I was like, whatever. But then one of the staff members came up, and he's like, yeah, can you not? Like, yeah, I tried. You know what happens when I try. And he's like, yes, I know. Like, let's try a little harder. Okay. She like didn't. She was trying to help me clean up, but she was trying to make it into a game. And she just was making an even bigger mess. Just like, it's over. The hour is over, just so you know. She's like, yeah, but I have fun with you. It's like, oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
You're gonna get in trouble. So, no, but it's a lot of moments like that with her. Like, just like, she's so goofy all the time. Just really, really goofy. And like, there's never a dull moment. It's always like something. Not the last time, maybe the time before that, I think. I've been to a lot of photo shoots at this point. But she brought, like, you can request certain kinds of, like, outfits if you want, or you can totally not make any requests at all. So I just, like, I'll leave it up to you. And she came with an outfit that I had bought her a while ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, actually, she doesn't have a lot of, like, variety in her wardrobe, so she ends up wearing the things that I got her more than almost anything else, and I'm like, makes me happy, but you need more clothes, honey. So she wore, like, the dress that I got her, and she brought along, there's a character from Disneyland that has, like, it's a teddy bear.
Yeah, Duffy.
It's like, Duffy. She's got a little Duffy that's, like, she's renamed. Name is not Duffy. He's Asari-chan, which all of her stuffed animals are named after, like, fish dishes for some reason. Like, she's got, I think it's Gelatoni or something, the cat from Disneyland. His name is Niboshisun, which is a type of fish food. And Asari is a type of clam, I think. So Asari-chan. And there's like one more, I don't know, she's unusual. But she brought Asari-chan with her to the photo shoot, and then it turned into a stuffed animal photo shoot. Like, as in, I wasn't really taking pictures of her as much as I was taking pictures of her teddy bear. Like, almost exclusively pictures of her teddy bear. There are pictures of her, too, and, like, with the teddy bear together, but, like, I'd say, like, at least half or more of the pictures are just Asari-chan, like, just the teddy bear. Like, yeah, I threw down that money just so I could take pictures of your teddy bear.
They're not cheap either.
It's, for her, it's, 13,000 yen. So about a good, like, 115, 120 bucks.
Yeah.
And I spent half the time just taking pictures of a teddy bear. But the thing is, like, I wasn't mad about it because it was really fun. She was having so much fun posing and, like, this is a good time. I had a lot of fun. And, like, the staff member will come around with, like, a checky camera, like the instant photo camera, and ask if you want to take, like, a regular checky. And I was like, yes! And we actually tried really hard, like, to just get, like, the teddy bear, like, she was holding him, And to get like half of her face in the shot, like we tried really hard just to get half of her face in, just to
Did it work?
it actually, it ended up being a really well framed shot of her whole face with the teddy bear. So I was like, you know what? I'm not mad about that. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the like we don't need you, Yukachi picture, but it ended up being a really good shot, so I wasn't mad about it. And she signed it like not with her signature, but with her teddy bear's signature.
That's so cute.
And then she put hers like really, really small under her face and wrote like extra, like extra shot. I was like, oh, goody. Like an extra little goodie is Yukachi. It was a really good time, even though like, it's like, is this really what I came here for?
Yeah, her photo shoots sound like something.
Yeah, like some people get really good shots and then I just get like, yeah, I guess we're gonna spend this time screwing around too, huh? And I'm not mad about it because I come with like my cell phone and I take pictures with my cell phone and she like takes my phone and uses the snow like image like changing filter app where she just takes really stupid selfies and I'm like, yeah, I'm not mad about this. This is fun. The thing about Yukachi is she's fun to be around. Every day's an adventure.
So, this is a little bit on a different topic, but, you were actually on her birthday committee last year, right?
Yes.
So, what was that like?
So for Happippi members, when their birthday's coming up, generally there's like a single Twitter account that gets used for like any Happippi member's birthday planning.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously I'm like friended that. And I was really surprised to get a message from one of the other like Yukachi fans that was like invited me to a line group for the purpose of planning. Like not just like there's a Twitter account for like logging pertinent information, but then there's like the line group for actually like coordinating with each other to figure out like what we should be doing and what we should be using and all that. So I was surprised, to be honest, like really, really shocked.
So how many
like,
people were in the line group?
Let's see. 5, I think. Wait.
Okay, so it was small.
Wait. Me, her, him.
5.
5, I believe so. So it's, yeah, pretty small committee, and that is basically her core fan, like, her core fans. Like, we are her reliable, yeah, pretty much. We're the ones who have stuck with her, and if I have to try to think about other Yukachi fans, not too many come to mind. So we were like bouncing ideas back and forth, like, so generally like the standard things that get taken care of for an idol's like birthday live are like a flower stand, like a big like bouquet of flowers and balloons, and usually has like a picture plaque kind of thing that says like happy birthday so and so. So the flower stand, birthday cake, light sticks to pass around to the whole crowd, and like other bouquets and stuff like that, and usually like album with like message cards.
Yeah, from like all of her fans.
From fans and fellow idols. Like, and oh, that's another thing. Yukachi is a big idol otaku. Not just Hella Project, but like other like underground idols too. Like, she's very friendly with a lot of groups, and she really loves a lot of groups. So she was, one of the biggest things we wanted to do was to make sure that we got around to her favorite groups to get message cards from those girls. Not just her fans, but like the girls that she likes a lot. Which generally entails going to that group's like point of sale, like after going to their live and waiting in line to get a picture with them and then handing them a message card and then like getting it later.
Yeah.
Like
So it's a
you
lot of
can't
work.
just do that for free. It's a lot of work. It takes money to get like message cards to idols and like, but one of the things is like the flower stand is pretty standard. We generally like the group, like Happippi fans usually get them from the same place every time, so I didn't have to like help try to find a place.
Mm-hmm.
Then the message cards, we like kind of collaborated and like designed a bunch of different like styles for them. And then one of the guys printed them out and like we cut them out all together and like started handing them out to people. And we had to go around during lives, like kind of like hold a sign being like, we're collecting money for Happippi birthday event. And so people like give like 1,000 yen at a time generally.
So you
and
actually
we, like,
went around with a sign asking for money.
Yeah, basically. Or like you just stand around and people like, oh, you're on, like sometimes people just know like, oh, you're a Yukichi fan. So like you're wearing the t-shirt, you're probably someone to talk to. They didn't come to me as much because as a very like obvious foreigner,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't know that I can speak Japanese and that I know what's going on. So that was a thing. And then, it was like basically at the same time we were getting people to sign cards and collecting money. Which, like in America that would be soliciting, but
Yeah.
here it's like, just don't be too obnoxious about it and you won't get in trouble. Because they understand like how these things work.
Cause like you were in the venue, you weren't like walking down
Yeah.
the street asking
Yeah,
random
like,
people for
give me
money or
money. Yeah.
something.
It was like other Happippi fans and like former Happippi fans,
Mm-hmm.
fans of other groups who know like Happippi's like friendly with their group or whatever. Like people who want to help out, like usually approach the people who are handling the birthday planning and like here's the money. Like, oh, thank you. And so like that money we pooled towards the purchase of the flower stand, cake, album for the note cards, like all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like we actually ended up with more than we needed so that we were able to get some like extra stuff. So like
Oh, cool.
one of the other girl fans, she got the album and it was like a Disney theme one. And she was able to get some like stickers to like fancy it up, and she was the one who like put the cards in the album mostly. Well, her and the other girl. And then for the cake, Yukachi is a little like picky about sweets, so she actually doesn't like whipped cream.
Huh.
I'm not sure exactly why, but I know she doesn't like it. We all know she doesn't like it. And so most cakes in Japan are like covered in whipped cream.
Yeah.
Like in America, they do like the buttercream frosting. In Japan, they do whipped cream frosting. So it was really important for us to find a bakery that did like specialized cakes that offered something that wasn't whipped cream. So we found a place that did customization with like chocolate frosting, and we're like, okay. And I like designed like a Tinkerbell image in red for like Yukachi's
cool.
image color and stuff. So we got them to customize it with that, and she was so happy, and we're like, ooh. But like the night of the birthday live, oh my goodness, they generally do their birthday lives during their scheduled monthly performances, which they do at K2 in Shibuya, which is definitely a basement house. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of
like
small.
it's
The
small.
service is really bad.
Yeah, like it's not just kind of small. It's like really cramped and small, and
Yeah.
like it's always like hectic when they end up doing the like picture talk time, because like you go down in the first part, like it's like this super steep like spiral staircase that
Yeah.
makes me think I'm gonna die every month. Like, I hate this place, but it's where they do their shows, so I can't complain that much. But I totally can't because I hate it.
It's one of my
Anyway,
least favorite venues too,
yes,
but anyway.
it's like a death trap, but also so they have like a platform on, like, there's like a landing from the stairs, and then you go further down to the stage area. But they do like picture talk time up on that landing, and
Yup.
then also like after the performance, the area where everyone has been standing suddenly becomes the only area where the idols can stand, and then there's the stage area where Happippi does their part. So like
And if
there's
you
like,
want to go to the bar, good luck.
yeah, you can't do it. I have like in my like idol gear pouch right now, I have 2 drink tickets from K2 because I haven't been able to use them the last couple times I was there. Like, it's just not possible. 'Cause like everyone's been cramped in during the live show, and then suddenly there's like 3 or 4 groups that need to fit into that area too, and they need
Uh,
enough space to take pictures and make lines, and like, oh my god. But that night, it's August, like the end of August. So it's like still hot and humid because it's Japan.
mhm.
And like halfway through the night, or not even, the AC broke. And so it's just like countless hot, sweaty people.
God.
Uh, and like it smelled really bad. And everyone was so like sweaty and hot. Like, you could actually see water vapor in the air.
So
It was like
gross.
dangerously hot in there. It was stinky, and all of the pictures I had taken from that night, no joke, they are blurry from the water vapor in the air because
Wow.
of all the sweat, like because of the body heat. It was disgusting. I was disgusting. Um, but it was fun, but like, oh my gosh, that night was rough. But like the the fact that I was like contacted by other fans to like be a part of that like planning committee was
Mhm.
like, it was a really special moment for me, and I was glad that I could help like make that night happen, and like pass on the bouquet and do all this stuff. And
And it sounds like it went really well. I mean, minus the
it
whole
went
AC
like,
thing.
considering the things that went wrong and the things that could have gone wrong, it went pretty well. Like, the things that went wrong were literally out of our control. Like there was like some timing issues, and there was the AC issue, and the fact that there were some really smelly people in the audience. These things were out of our control. The things that we were facilitating all went totally fine. And I was like, thank goodness for that.
So, I don't know if you're comfortable sharing this, but I think a
Mm,
lot of people are curious. So, how
mm.
much money did you actually spend
On, on
on
what?
on Yukichi's Seitansai? Like, how much did the committee
Oh,
spend?
okay. That part is like scary to think about, cause like we didn't really end up putting a lot of our own money in.
Hmm.
Like, we
Like,
contributed about as much as the other fans.
how much
Um,
did how much did all the
yeah,
fans
how much?
raise? Yeah.
So, I'm not sure how much we got together, but like the flower stand is over $100. It was like close to 200 probably.
Wow.
The cake was like 60, 70. The light sticks were another like 70 probably. The
Hmm.
photo like the album was like probably 15, 20, and then like the money that we had to spend with checkies to get photo, like the note cards from idols.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I've seen the numbers from the other members, and actually Yukachi's birthday event was not as expensive as some of the others,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still like probably over 30,000 yen, which is like $300
Yeah.
or more. Probably like between $300 and $400
Okay.
US. Might be less expensive than some people think, but like I know Kana's it was probably about 500-600
Okay.
because they did some like crazy stuff, like putting her pictures everywhere.
Uh,
And I think they even got like a full body cutout for Kana's birthday
wow.
live. They had like a cardboard cutout made of her. So that was kind of expensive too. One of her top fans was like, he went really all out, and he was really aggressive with the campaigning for money. So yeah, that one went interestingly.
So would you do it again if you're asked next year?
Oh yeah, like we're
Or I
planning
guess
to
this
do
year?
that. Well, we don't currently have the plans in the works because it's far out, but 100% because she still has the same core group of fans basically. So
Yeah.
that hasn't changed. We're the ones who would do it for her. So
one other thing, you said that 3 of the 5 core fans, you included, are
yeah,
girls. So would you
yeah,
say she has a lot of female fans?
yeah. To be honest, a lot, like even members from other groups tend to like become fans of her. She has no, well, I guess Happippi in general has always had kind of a decent female following. But in particular, Yukachi tends to attract female fans, I think. I'm not sure what it is that does it, but it's probably like, she's not the most feminine gal in the world. She's kind of got like a roughness to her that probably is like interesting. Like like personally, like she is really into very like idol type idols, like Momochi, and like
Yeah.
like very like cutesy, very feminine girls, and that's like what she aspires to. But the kind of people who are drawn to her are not generally into that kind of idol. But a lot of girls tend to go for Yukachi for some reason. I hadn't really thought about it, so
So, you said that Yukichi is one of the only 2 remaining original
yeah.
members. So what do you think, what do you think her future holds as an idol in Happippi and just as a person?
I actually worry about her future a lot. She isn't in university, even though she's 20 now. So she's kind of like banking on the idol dreams, and I'm rooting for her. And I think with the addition of the new members, so Yukachi and Yuria plus Chinatsu, Namiki, Nayu, and Sayuri, Happippi has a lot of potential to grow again.
Yeah.
Especially these new members are really hardworking. They're like quick learners. They're eager to kind of spread their influence. So I'm seeing like this year should be a better year for Happippi. Last year they had a lot of trouble. They tried to get to Tokyo Idol Fest and did not make it. They lost more than half of their members. They went through a lot of really difficult stuff. But this new Happippi is looking a lot brighter in
Yeah.
the future category, and I'm like positive for them. I think they're gonna go further this year. They have another one man announced in May. It's their anniversary one man, so it's gotta be big. But I think at least this year is gonna be good for Happippi. I don't know how long they'll be doing things. Like, they're all a little bit on the older side for idols.
Mm-hmm. Not
So I
like
worry about that.
old, but...
No, but like, the youngest member is 19, the oldest member is 23.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know older idols, but they are still on the like older side.
Yeah.
As far as groups go. So it's not like a death, like, I'm not signing a death wish for Happippi, but I'm just saying, like, I think they're more eager to succeed because they know their time is a little more like finite than like really young idols. So I'm excited to see what happens because I don't want to make predictions. Like, I know that like Yukachi's not really suited to too many other types of work. So I'm gonna keep cheering on her idol dreams and hope for the best.
So if whoever's listening is interested in learning more about Yukachi or Happippi and they can't go to Japan, do you have any recommendations for them? Maybe videos or songs or social media?
First one, absolutely 100% get on that Twitter game. They, like, the whole group is, like, addicted to Twitter. They constantly post their main account, like, the Happippi official account, and all the members have accounts, and they're constantly tweeting, so there's fun stuff, there's weird stuff. If you don't speak Japanese, that will be a problem, but they post cute pictures, so it's okay.
Just look at the cute pictures and use Google Translate.
Yeah, no, or just use Bing and laugh really hard because it doesn't make any sense. And then they have a YouTube channel, and actually they recently started uploading like not just live videos, but like kind of like challenge videos and stuff like that. Like, they're turning into YouTuber idols too, which is a new spin, and it's pretty funny actually. But they have live videos, they have a couple of promotional videos and stuff on their YouTube channel. So, one of the most recent like live videos is their brand new song, and I recommend it because it's really fun. But they don't have a recording of it yet because they look like they just released it the end of last month. So things are changing in the world of Happippi, and I'm trying to keep up.
And they also use Showroom, right?
Yeah, they use Showroom, and they have like a set schedule now. So each member with like, there's like one day off, but each member has a day where they do Showroom. So you can look forward to a different thing every day. I already forgot which day Yukachi's supposed to be doing Showroom because she's been silent for 2 weeks for therapy on her throat. But it seems like she's coming back stronger than ever.
Okay, so any last thoughts about Yukachi or Happippi or anything we've talked about?
Well, I know I've probably dissed her a whole bunch, but let it be known it comes from a place of love, and I think if you give her a chance, she'll make you laugh. So, absolutely 100% recommended Happippi, in particular Yukachi. But also, if you are interested in Happippi in general, I recommend going to Chinatsu, because even if you can't speak English well, she will try her damnedest to throw as many English words at you as possible. She'll basically make a salad out of words for you. It's hilarious. So no matter what member you end up going to, I still think you need to make it around to Yukichi because Happippi is fun, but in my opinion, the best part is my girl Yukichi. Just
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Thanks for being on my show, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, and thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.